How can you use AI to make £20,000 per month for your recruitment agency? In this series, we're going to be looking at all the different ways that you can use ChatGPT in your recruitment business to streamline your efforts and make more money. So if that sounds of interest, click that subscribe button right now, because this series is going to go deep on exactly how you can maximize AI and in particular ChatGPT to make six figures in the next 12 months. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Ehsan Khan and I've built multiple six-figure recruitment agencies over the last 10 years. But more importantly, I've taught this to hundreds of other people who have then gone on to change their entire lives, living life on their own terms, quitting their 9-to-5 jobs, and all that through working a couple of hours every single day using this system. So I said it once and I'll say it again. Hit that subscribe button and now let's get into this video. So first of all, it's important to understand, why do we need to know about AI and ChatGPT to run a recruitment agency? Well, the fact is, you don't have to, but your competitors will be utilizing AI and ChatGPT. You see, every single technological advancement from the wheel to sliced bread has been done to make human life easier. So anytime there's a new technological advancement, you should never be afraid or scared, wondering how are you going to be left behind or what's going to happen if you do get left behind. You should always go into it thinking to yourself, how can I use this to make more money? Ultimately, everything is surrounded by making human life easier and making more money. And the thing is, AI will never take over the role of a recruitment consultant, because recruitment is a people business and there's things that are required when it comes to hiring a person that needs a human touch, that needs that human connection, whether that be to assess a person from a cultural standpoint to see if a person's personality will fit in well with a company or not, and then having that understanding and selling and pushing in the right candidate for that role. But like with most things, what AI will do and can do is help you do 30 or 40% of your job extremely well and extremely quickly. So that's what I want to talk about in this series. How can you use AI and ChatGPT in your recruitment business to streamline your efforts, to make things easier? This 20 or 30% that we can use ChatGPT for, how do we use it to maximize our revenues, to minimize the time that we're putting in to the effort that we're doing so that we can do a lot more? And so in this first video, I'm going to go through a couple of prompts that will help you to get your recruitment agency started. So if you haven't started your recruitment agency yet, or maybe you've started a recruitment agency but you haven't really launched yet because you're unsure, you're uncertain as to whether what you're doing is going to be correct or not, then this video is going to be golden for you. Don't worry if you have already set up your recruitment business. Look, first of all, follow these steps anyway and just make sure that your business is in line with the things that we're going to be looking at and talking about. But then also just remember that the next few videos are going to be related specifically to you. So keep watching, hold tight. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now. And also for anyone who is serious about getting their recruitment agency started and making six figures a year, then I have a free training video that I've created. It's 25 minutes long and that details the exact step-by-step process of how you can get started in recruitment today. And not only that, how you can consistently generate 5 figures every single month. Yes, that's more than £10,000 or dollars every single month in your recruitment agency on repeat like clockwork. If you want to know how to do that, the link is in the description below. Just register with your email and I'll send you that free training straight away. Okay, cool. So first of all, we want to start our recruitment agency from the very top. We need to know, what niche are we going to attack? So you can actually use ChatGPT to help guide what your niche is going to be. So there's a criteria that I have when it comes to selecting a niche. So when I'm speaking to any of my students, anyone who's going through the accelerator program, here's a few of the criteria that we'll look at, right? So if we jump into the laptop now, So we can create a prompt to say, that says, I am starting a specialist recruitment agency. Please help me select a niche for this agency. I want you to tell me I want you to suggest 5 job titles that are growing in demand, that have high paying salaries, and that growing in demand, that have high paying salaries. And do I want to niche it further than that for now? Let's just go for that. I have high paying salaries. Let's go for that. Let's see what it suggests. I'm starting a special recruitment agency. Please help me select a niche. Cloud solutions architect, machine learning engineer, cybersecurity analyst engineer, biotech project manager, renewable energy engineer. That's fantastic. Now, so that's for the US. Focus on UK market. So then we can focus on the UK market. So then we refine our search. So one thing about ChatGPT is that it learns as you're going along. So for example, when you can have a conversation with it. So you don't need to repeat things. It knows what you're talking about. So here, data privacy officer, regulatory affairs specialist, renewable energy consultant, financial crime analyst, construction project manager for... Look, I think that these are some really, really interesting things. And the thing is, cloud solution, machine learning, cybersecurity, I think those 3 are quite clearly things that a lot of agencies will be doing. Not that there's any worry about that. That's a good thing if there's agencies doing that. But what I like about this is the fact that it's showing me niches and job roles that I would never search for, like a biotech project manager. I would never search for that. I would never think of doing that. And that's also a good thing, because the fewer people that are looking for that and thinking about that, the better, right? Renewable energy engineer, a fantastic data privacy officer. Look, data privacy is something which is becoming more and more important every single day. So again, very, very interesting. Regulatory affairs specialist in pharmaceuticals, especially after COVID. I mean, I think the pharmaceutical industry is just going to be growing and growing year on year. Again, renewable energy consultant, financial crime analyst. That is amazing, because again, it's not something that you would think about recruiting for, but actually a financial crime analyst. Just think about the implications. Think about the world that we're living in right now. Think about how much financial crime is increasing day by day with all these new ways of investing your money. I think that's a really, really good market. Construction project manager for infrastructure projects like HS2. Look, construction project manager, it's kind of been there and done that, but it's not stopping. So again, another great niche. So that's the first way that you can use AI and ChatGPT to start building your recruitment agency. So now we've got a niche. So I'm going to go with the financial crime analyst. All right, so I am choosing financial crime analyst as a specialist niche to recruit for. Now, sometimes I do this where I'll just write a statement and I'll just see what ChatGPT says back to me. So let's just see what it says back to me. Great choice. Interesting. Okay, so let me read this out loud. So great choice. Financial crime analysts are highly sought after, especially with ongoing regulatory changes and the increasing complexity of financial crimes. This niche should provide access to a steady demand for talent across banking, finance, and even fintech sectors. To maximize your success in this niche, you should focus on specific roles like anti-money laundering analyst, fraud risk analyst, financial crime intelligence analyst. Right, so look, if you're following my VMS system, then you would pick one of these types of roles. I thought financial crime analyst was the role. Okay, clearly not. But maybe we can look at financial crime intelligence analyst. Okay, whatever, right? So we've got that list. So we can do two things now. We can either create a brand name, or we can look into some companies. So let's look into some companies first, because I don't want to lose this train of thought that we're on. So I'm going for financial... Well, let's go for fraud risk analyst, because I think that's a bit more of an established role. I'm going for fraud risk analyst. Give me... So this is your second prompt now. So give me a list of 50 companies in the UK that hire for this role. I'm just going to do 10 actually, just to be indicative, because I don't pay for ChatGPT, and if you don't pay for it, there is a quota and a limit. It's quite good actually, if I'm being honest with you. Most of your day-to-day tasks that you do on ChatGPT, you can just do for absolutely free. It's only when you're doing some deep work that you run out the quota, and then you need to wait for some time. But you don't need to wait that long either, maybe like a few hours, and then you can use it again. Or you can pay for it, and it's like £20 per month, $30 per month, which is not bad at all for what you get. I just don't use it as much to warrant that. So for me, the free one is fine. So anyway, so I'm going for fraud risk analyst, and give me a list of 10 companies in the UK that hire for this role. That's why I'm saying 10 rather than 50. So let's go. Barclays, HSBC, Lloyds Banking Group, Santander, NatWest, Revolut, Monzo. Okay, so a bit cheeky. It's give me 10 SMEs that hire for this role. So let's focus on SMEs. I mean, Barclays, Future Space, Comply Advantage, Onfido, Clause Match, Quantexa, Theta Ray, Cube, Accurus Intelligence, Apex Group, Elliptic. Cool. Now we've got, see that you've hit your free plan limit for ChatGPT 4.0, right? So you see here now, you've got 10 companies that you can attack. You've got 10 companies where if you have fraud risk analyst CVs, you can send these CVs to these companies, and they'll know that you specialize in this particular type of role, and they hire for those roles. So that's a fantastic way of getting your business up and running and getting started. Now, the last thing that I wanted to do, I'm not sure the quality now that I've run out of the quota, but the last prompt that I wanted to do is create a brand name. So create a brand name for my specialist recruitment agency that conveys what I do without sounding like a recruitment company. It should also be a unique name related to the niche. Let's see what it comes up with. So now this is using a lesser version, an older version. I think this uses ChatGPT 3 or 3.5. Fraud Guardians, Risk Veritas, Secure Scope. Secure Scope is quite interesting actually. That's quite a cool name. I wouldn't do one word. Clear Signal, Fraud Lens. Fraud Lens, Clear Signal. Clear Signal's quite cool actually. That's clarity, yeah, Clear Signal. I like that name. Clear Signal. All right, cool. So there's 3 prompts that you can use in ChatGPT to get your recruitment business started. Remember, the next set of videos in this series are going to be looking at some of the deeper ways, some of the more interesting ways that you can make money through ChatGPT as a recruiter. So if that's of interest to you, then make sure you subscribe so that you can get aware, get notified of when I upload that video or those videos. And it'll be good for you to join. So if you want to watch that one, it's right over here. If you want to watch something else, there's another one over here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe by pressing this button over here. I'll see you on the next one.